Hi, I'm in Najo because of work. I was thinking about making a video about microphone, just looking on the internet, watching YouTube video. I just started to get a little curious about it, mostly because I just have one microphone, it's the Zoom H1. It's not really the best microphone for vlogging and or for podcasts. It's mostly for recording ambient sound. It's a good recorder though. I don't like this the light coming from the hotel, so I'm trying to improve the light a little bit. I found this lamp and has a really nice diffuser, quite nice, so I will use this one. There is a table, then I will use this chair. I will put the camera here, I will sit there. Then I have this light here that should bright my left. Trying to gather all my stuff I have to work with. I also want to have a fill light. This is the ALM9 Amaran homemade diffuser. I have this diffuser here. I can use it for the light in front of this small light, so the light is not too strong on my face. I have my microphone here. I will do some tests with this microphone. I also have the Zoom H1, another Lavalier mic, so two lav mics. So I have some windshield I want to show. So I will do some tests about some different microphone. Today I will test, I have a studio mic, two Lavalier lav mic, the Zoom H1, the EarPod iPhone, and the built-in microphone. Everything is really cheap. Now I will finish to build the studio. I will start the video. Amazing. Okay, so I wanted to talk about microphone. I was curious to understand what kind of microphone is best for different situations. All my videos are recorded with Zoom H1. Is also a recorder. This is the Zoom H1, and it has a microphone that is omnidirectional. What does it mean is that it takes all the audio, all the sound around it. It's really good for ambient sound. And also I have this microphone here that I'm recording right now, and this is the Lavalier mic, lav mic. This is really nice because you don't have to stand close to the camera, but you can just put the mic on your t-shirt. It's really cheap. I paid this in a US dollar, I think $5. Is good for, I don't know, interview. Some days ago I also bought this really cheap microphone. This is mostly for a podcast. Acto Studio stand microphone. Comes with a pop filter. Also it comes with a small tripod that you can put on the desk. This microphone also is omnidirectional. It means that it takes the audio mostly from everywhere. Already tried, and yeah, it's similar to the Zoom H1. Doesn't need battery. It should be around $20. So the H1 here, it takes battery, and the microphone coming from the Zoom H1 is a condenser. Condenser mic, they have to be powered. So I also have this really old Lavalier mic. The Lavalier mic is this tiny microphone here. Have this pin that you can use for to put it on a shirt. When I will do the test, I will just leave the audio as it is. I will not do any editing, compression filter, equalizer filter, denoise. I will not add any of these filters. I will start with this Lavalier mic that I already have it put in my t-shirt. I have a script. I will not read everything, it's just for testing the microphone. So let's see how it is, the audio of this Lavalier mic. So people were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple of pages for Fable Funds at LibriVox. Thankful that this was a Thursday, the 13th, the Piper anticipated forum fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. So this was the sound coming from the Lavalier. I can test the Zoom H1 and let's see how it sounds. So I will switch now to the Zoom H1. Okay, so now I'm speaking with the Zoom H1. I put this as a cover for the microphone, so it doesn't doesn't take too much strong noise from my mouth. Let's see how it sounds, this mic. I will read this script a little bit. So people were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable Funds at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th, the Piper anticipated forum, fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. So this is the sound coming from the Zoom H1. You tell if it's good or is better this or better the other one. For me, the audio quality coming from the Zoom H1 is much better of the audio coming from the Lavalier. Still, I have to say that this Lavalier is not bad at all. For $5, it's quite nice. I will try the podcast mic. Okay, so now I switched to the studio mic. So now I'm talking with this mic here, and you can see that if I get closer, the voice sounds really cool. And if you get far from the mic, you see the quality just drop really fast. So now I will read the script and let's see how it sounds. So people were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday, the 13th, the Piper anticipated forum, fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. So this was the studio mic. I leave to you to decide what is sound better. I will do the latest test with the my second lavalier, quite old. Okay, so now I switch to the second lavalier. I'm recording always with a Zoom H1. Even with the studio mic I recorded with the Zoom H1. So let's see how it looks like reading the script. I had to increase the input volume. Usually I leave this input level at 75% for the Zoom H1, but for this lavalier here it was pretty low, so I had to increase it at 85%. So people were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th, the Piper anticipated forum, fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. So this sound comes from the old lav mic, and as you can see it looks pretty bad. Yes, I already tested and I think there are some issue with this lav mic, so if I talk really close it doesn't look bad, but otherwise if you keep it like this the audio sounds really bad. I will switch to that lav mic. So I have here three models. The Zoom H1 is an omnidirectional condenser microphone, good for ambient sound, but you can also use it for vlogging if you don't have any other microphone, as I do. You just need to use this windshield. Then I tested lavalier mic. You can move it freely and the audio will look always the same, no matter where you look at. And this microphone is omnidirectional as well, so it means that it takes audio from everywhere. It do a better job for reducing the background noise. It raises the sound of your voice compared to the background noise. Then I tested this studio mic. I don't know when I'm gonna use it, maybe for tutorial. What I'm reviewing is just affordable microphone. You don't want to spend lots of money for a microphone because maybe you still are deciding whether you want to keep doing video or not, or you're just starting making video. I bought this Zoom H1, it was $100. Probably it wasn't the best choice when I started. If I have to come back, probably I would not choose the Zoom H1. Instead I would choose a cardioid mic, shotgun mic. It's just better for vlogging. And also I would buy a lav mic. You can switch between lav mic and a cardioid mic. Now I almost forgot to test the EarPods. I have the iPhone EarPods, and that is also a way to record the audio. It doesn't have to be EarPod, it can be any other headset with a microphone. I tried to record this with this EarPod and connect them to the Zoom H1 and it didn't work. So I suppose that this is because of the connector, that it should be, the name is TRRS connector. So I suppose this is not compatible with the Zoom H1, but still you can use it with the phone. So you should download an application for the earphone to record the audio. So now what I'm gonna do is testing the EarPod. I will take the phone and I will try to record with the EarPod. I'm using iTalk. Of course, there should be another application for the Android as well. I will read the script. So people were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at LibriVox. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th. The Piper anticipated forum, fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. So this is how it sounds. The EarPods recording directly on the phone. So you can use the phone to record better quality sound if you don't want to use the built-in mic. Also, now I want to test the built-in microphone. Right now I'm recording with the built-in microphone because it's more easier for me to synchronize with the external recorder. So I have a reference. So now I will test the built-in microphone. I will read the script and let's see how it sounds. Of course, depending on the camera, the audio quality might be different. Most of the time, the built-in microphone doesn't sound great. The built-in microphone has some disadvantages. Mostly it can pick up some sound from the lens. So depending on the lens that you are using, in my case now I'm using the Canon 16-35. Make lots of noise during the autofocus. And this sound is picked up by the built-in microphone. Every time there is some changes of focus, you can see some sound of the lens changing the focus. So now this is how it sounds from the built-in microphone. So people were pleased to find that Peter Piper had picked a couple pages for Fable fans at Libby Rocks. Thankful that this was Thursday the 13th, the Piper anticipated forum, fun and a wonderful weekend of recording. And this is the sound from the built-in microphone. So I will close this video. I will see you on the next one. The diffuser is nice. Peace. Ci vediamo alla prossima. Satisfied about this studio. I like the light I was able to achieve. See you. Bye.